some great news and some not so great news. First of all, there's thousands of flamingos, which is amazing. That's why I came here at this time of the year. Second of all, there's pelicans, which is also amazing. And third of all, I just heard behind me, because there's a river, the river Struma, which flows into Lake Kerkini, and it has some offshoots. So this is one of the offshoots behind me. And I heard a kingfisher. It's 3 species that I really want to photograph. The issue is that the flamingos and the pelicans are really far in, and I'm not quite sure just how dry the soil is around the lake, so it might be a bit dangerous to go in. But I can see with my binoculars the flamingos and the pelicans. They're on the shoreline right now. I just have to figure out if there is a way for me to get close with the hide and set it up. If that's not possible, I might just come with my camel, which will be a lot easier. I just have to put the camel on and crawl as close as possible to them. It will be a lot more stressful because there's a much better chance they see me, but at the same time the hide, it would stick out so much because everything's so flat. So there's a pretty good chance actually that the hide is going to be more disturbing for them and scare them potentially, which I don't want. Okay, I have great news. Well, great news for me, not great news for the environment, because it's really bad how dry this soil is, but at the same time this will allow me to get super close. I went very far in and it was still super dry. I think actually my best course of action is if I get my camel and come here before sunrise, and for the first half or so walk and then start crawling. First kneeling so I can get closer quicker, and then crawling so they don't see me. Oh my god, that is a huge clam. Damn, so cool. But yeah, that's the plan. I think I have a good chance. I'll try to take video as well tomorrow with the camera, hopefully get some pretty cool footage. But yeah, I feel hopeful. I'm optimistic about this trip. Let's see how it goes. Well, I'm an idiot. I forgot the tripod on which I usually place the phone, like you guys, because I'm recording these vlogs with my phone. I don't know how that happened. I'm an idiot. I just hope it's still there. Sadly, the sun will set exactly when I get there, which is bad news because one of my headlights is not working actually. I don't think I'm gonna change it there. I want to change it at the place where I'm gonna be staying. So yeah, I'm gonna drive for a little bit with a broken headlight. I just really hope the tripod is there, because I would be really disappointed in myself if it's not. I already kind of am. But yeah, fingers crossed, I guess. We'll see. Hey, at least I got to see a great sunset. Yep, there it is. This probably looks like I staged all of it, but I swear to you, I did not. But I'm kind of happy it happened, because just look at this view, man. Now, what I'm trying to decide is whether I should go back to the original spot I was planning on spending the night, which is like 30 minutes from here, and it's getting dark and my left headlamp is not working, the low beam is not working. I mean, I could quickly change the low beam, like change the bulb, but I don't know how long that will take, because I've done it only once and it was like 2 years ago. Come on, what is this thing? Never mind. The other option is to go back like a 2 minutes, 3 minutes drive, and stay in something that looks like kind of like a parking or like a picnic area. That doesn't sound bad, but it feels a bit creepy there. I don't know why. Then the other option is me staying here, which is perfect because I will be right next to, well, this makes things a bit creepy because it's a memorial, but honestly I don't feel creeped out here. I don't know, and I don't think it's gonna be an issue. I don't think anybody's gonna bother me and anybody's gonna have a problem with me staying here for the night. I think I'm gonna park beneath that tree and just stay there. But yeah, it's perfect because in the morning I'll be able to simply get out of the car, put on my camel, and start crawling slowly towards the flamingos that are somewhere over there. Yeah, I mean, kind of crazy, but I think it's my best option, to be honest. And I mean, I'm willing to make some risks, to take some risks to get a good shot. So yeah, I just have to park my car beneath that tree because right now it looks a bit weird sitting like this. Maybe after that I'm gonna sit on the chair and just enjoy the rest of the sunset. Man, I wish I got a beer. Well, tomorrow I guess. But yeah, I think this is it for the night. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm so afraid they're gonna see me, but I can hear them in the distance. I'm just not quite sure where exactly they are, so I'm not completely sure if I'm heading in the right direction. Also, I barely see anything. I can see more now. Quite a bit more, actually. I'll turn you off because my arm is getting tired and I might need to crawl a bit. This is super difficult. It's so tiring. But I'm afraid if I don't crawl, that I will scare them. In fact, I already saw some birds fly away. But it was only a small group. So I don't think it was me. I think they just flew off. So I'm almost out of land. So I mean, I can get a little bit closer, but not too much, because the lake starts after that, and I cannot get into the water. But they're a bit too far in for me to get a decent shot. So I think this might be a little failure. I'm heading towards a much smaller group of flamingos. The big flamboyance of flamingos is on my right. There's like tons of them. I can constantly hear them. So if it doesn't work out with this little group, I might head to them, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm not feeling that optimistic anymore. Well, the good news is I did not scare them. The bad news is it just got too muddy for me to get any closer. And even if I did get as close as possible, there was not that much land left. So yeah, maybe I'll try the boats tomorrow if there's any free spaces. We'll see. Okay, I stopped with my car because there's kind of like a road, a dirt road on the eastern side of the lake, and I rode with my car on it. Stopped, got my camo on. I think more are coming. Well, I was just about to talk how I came here and how I have this perfect spot, but they moved, and I don't think it was me because I made a lot of noise while I was crawling back here. And they didn't react at all. Yeah, I think I know what the reason is now. Let me just clean the lens. The culprit is right there. They're not that afraid of boats, but once the boat gets too close, they want to move. And they moved exactly like they would if they wanted to get away from the boat, which is not too scared, not too quickly, just slightly moving away from the boat. So I wasn't the problem, which is great news. The bad news is that this really perfect spot, which has a ton of natural cover, I cannot use it anymore because of the boat. Amazing. I got some shots in. Maybe some of them are good. Who knows? I'll know when I get to see them on my laptop. But yeah, at least I think I have a better chance of having some good shots now. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll move now. I will try to move and get a different spot so I can continue recording them. Well, I'm still here, and I think I made the best decision when I decided to stay here, because the flamingos fly away to the left every now and then. They do a quick turn, and that gives me plenty of opportunities to take some shots of them in flight. I even got some video, which I'll show you in a bit. But yeah, I think it was a great decision to stay here. I think I'm gonna stay here a little bit more. My phone's battery is dying, which I think I'm gonna use as my timer. When it goes below 5%, I'll probably go to the car and charge it and maybe go have lunch somewhere. I'm gonna show you the footage now. Let me know if you like it or not. And they're flying away again. Okay, check out the footage. Everything turned out alright. You just saw some pretty nice footage of flamingos flying. I think the circle they do it to help the small ones practice. From what I saw, a lot of them are juveniles because they still have that gray plumage on them. And yeah, I think this circle they do every now and then is just to practice their flight in preparation for their trip to Africa. I still hear the kingfisher, by the way. It's singing so much. So I think after I charge my phone and have lunch, I'm gonna come back here and focus on the kingfisher. But for now, I'm gonna try and go down so I can have a better view of the flamingos, a lower view. Okay. Thank God it wasn't one of my bad ideas. I'm very close now. I have a lower viewpoint, which makes everything look better on camera, especially when shooting birds, and especially shooting birds in water. I was right there, so I didn't move that much, but the difference is huge. I'm very close to the juveniles. I managed to record them eating, looking for food in the lake. So you're probably seeing that footage right now. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna get any better than this. I'm definitely not planning on getting any closer, because that would mean I would have to go in front of the bushes, and the flamingos are right there. The flamingos are right there, so it wouldn't be a good idea to go like exactly right in front of them. But I'm happy. I'm happy with what I got. Tomorrow I really wanna use the hide, so I will come here and I will set up the hide and just see how that goes. Maybe it will be even more successful. Oh my god, they're flying again. I need to record or something. That's what happens when you try to record yourself while you're doing wildlife photography. I missed a good opportunity here. Okay, it's almost 11 a.m. The light is starting to get pretty harsh, and I think I have plenty of photos and video. Oh, you can never have plenty, but I'm satisfied. By the way, how beautiful is this scenery? You have the lake right behind me, Mount Belasica, and just huge fields. Such a cool place. A lot of people ask me, dude, where are you? Are you in Africa again? I'm like, no, I'm in Kerkini. It's in northern Greece. It's Europe. Okay, this is ridiculous. The conditions for setting up a hide and putting up a tripod for a kingfisher here are so perfect. Right there, and there's so many reeds for the kingfisher to land on, and there's flat ground to place your hide and your tripod. It's perfect. Why is not the kingfisher here? I'm kind of... Oh, I heard it. I'm so sure I heard it. I'm so sure I heard the kingfisher, but it only made its squeaking noise once. Beep 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 beep. That's, I know I sound ridiculous, but that's the best I can do. I think it's worth the shot to go back to the car and come here with the car, because that's where my gear is. Put on the camera on the tripod, put on the camel, and just go to that perfect area over there and just sit and see what happens. Man, I parked way too far. I saw it. It was right in front of me, but by the time I picked up my camera, it was gone. But there's at least a couple here, and this is obviously a perfect spot for them, so I'm not that surprised. I'm afraid I spooked them a little, I hope not, but I think I'm gonna stay here for a while. The thing is, I am not sure whether I have any good shots, because there's so many perches here, but I don't know on what perch they will land, and honestly, from this angle, no matter on which one they land, the shot won't be that good. Okay, new plan. I saw some people that were already there with a car, and they were photographing the kingfishers from the car, and I know for a fact that birds don't mind cars that much, especially not as much as humans, even if we are dressed in camel. So I'm gonna go into my car and see how I can get down there. The kingfishers went a bit further up the river, and the car followed them. So that's where I'm headed. Hopefully there's good opportunities, because I feel like the road gets higher the further you go, and the reeds get higher, so I'm not sure if the kingfishers are gonna be visible. start heading back because the sun will set in about an hour and I really want to practice setting up the hide before tomorrow morning. But I did get on the lower path and I did hear them again, but I didn't see them again. Nevertheless, I have huge hopes for tomorrow. I just have to decide. Well, actually, I don't have to decide. I can shoot the flamingos in the morning, like today, and then come down here for the kingfishers. But for now, I think I'm heading back and I'm gonna practice setting up the tent. Before that, I'm gonna tidy up my car a little bit because it's a disaster. So yeah, oh man, I love this view. Look at it. Damn.
The lightning shows my weakness, the thunder knows my secrets. The storm is like a brother, it knows me like no other. So let it rumble, let it roll, 'cause it's all I know. You can keep your calm and easy, but that peaceful life ain't for me.
Thought might as well have dinner at sunset. What a better way to finish the day. I love Kerkini sunsets. You gotta excuse the lack of video footage of me popping up the pop-up hide, but I'm in a hurry and I'm thinking whether I placed it on the right spot. I need to get my stuff inside the pop-up tent and just set it up more properly, and I'm gonna take you with me inside and we're gonna wait for the flamingos to come. I've just realized that I've forgotten my chair in the car, but I don't want to risk it, so I'm just gonna use a rock or something, I don't know. Okay, I'm taking you in with me because I feel like the flamingos are gonna be here any minute. They're still at their resting spot where they spend the night, but yesterday they came here after the sun rose, during sunrise actually. So my hope is that they'll come here again. I'm really betting on their habits. Let's see if that pans out. Welcome to my humble abode. I really wish I hadn't forgotten my chair, but I don't know, it's my first time actually using this hide and I was a bit under stress, so I'll cut myself some slack. I might sit on my bag or something, I don't know. Actually, let me try and find a rock real quick. Alright, here we have one. It's not a particularly huge rock, so it won't be that high, but it's the best I can manage right now. And something is better than nothing. Let's rock on. No pun intended. That was completely unintentional. Okay, yesterday I thought I saw hundreds. Today I think I see thousands of flamingos, which is insane. The bad news is that they are on my right. I don't think they've moved since morning, and now it's like 7:30. I'm trying to remember when they moved further this way yesterday, and I think it was around 8. So maybe I still have a chance for them to move. I'm worried they won't move today, but they have to, right? I think I might have positioned myself at the wrong spot because I see a lot of fishermen and some civilization on this side, and I wonder if that will cause some problems. But the truth is, this is one of the spots where I saw the flamingos yesterday, so I saved it on Google Maps, so I'm sure it's the same spot. The other spot was a bit that way, like 7 minutes, but the first time they flew from their resting area, they came here at this spot, so that's why I parked myself here. But they still haven't moved, and I'm starting to worry that I picked the wrong spot. Well, it's almost 10 a.m. and they still haven't moved. I thought they move every day to feed to another location, which I thought was this location, but apparently they don't, because they're still where they slept and they haven't moved at all. Some of them flew by, but other than that, not much. Also, there's barely any birds in front of the tent still. There's plenty of birds on the right side of the tent. So yeah, not much happening. I think I'm gonna wait until like 11:30 or something like that, and then just go have lunch, rest a little, and go set up the hide for the kingfishers. That'll be the end of my day after I'm done with the kingfishers. But yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna be a successful morning today, unlike yesterday, but it is what it is. The light is starting to get harsh, so even if I do capture any recordings or photos of them, they probably won't be that great. So I have about an hour and a half of waiting. We'll see if I'll be able to wait for that long. And after that, lunch. I cannot wait for lunch. I'm so hungry. And then we try the kingfishers. I really hope they're at the same place they were yesterday, and we go home. That's it. Okay, this is definitely not the spot I climbed out of yesterday, but it works. Oh my god. There they are, the flamingos. They did not move at all. Have a chill day, flamingos. Me, on the other hand, I'm heading to something that's probably much far away from being chill, which is my car, because this road, it has plenty of trees on one side, which gives shade at sunset, but at sunrise, no shade, man. So I'm expecting my car to be like a sauna right now. So I came to the place where the kingfishers were yesterday and the day before. I did hear them, but I haven't seen them yet. But when I came here, there were a bunch of cormorants on the trees. Actually, I've never seen them perched on a place like this. Almost all of them flew away, but one stayed. And he or she, I think it's a he, is right there on the tree, just hanging. But the thing is, I don't want to scare him, so I cannot really get out of the car and put up the hide to wait for the kingfishers. So I'm in a bit of a pickle. I mean, I can just wait for the kingfishers from the car, which would be a lot easier for me, and it would mean I don't have to set up the hide and then put it back again. But still, I'm not sure if I have a good chance from the car, because all the perches are a bit lower, so the kingfisher has to land on something that's a bit higher for me to get a proper shot. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to bother this gentleman over there, so until he flies off, I think I won't get out of the car. Well, what better way to end this? I was so shocked by seeing the nutria because it's my first time seeing one in real life, and the luck of having my camera on me and having enough time to react and actually record it and take photos of it. I can't believe my luck. I went for kingfishers. I saw some kingfishers. They didn't really land on any good spots, but instead of that, I got really good nutria. And of course, there's the cormorant with that amazing green background. I consider myself super lucky for seeing them. I was actually going to stay until like 6 p.m. or maybe even 7 p.m. But I feel so satisfied and I'm so happy with everything I saw and everything I captured that I feel like the day's done. The trip is done. I'm happy. I've been sleeping in my car for 2 days straight. So, I mean, I don't smell that great. I mean, I don't smell horribly, but I don't smell great either. But I'm very happy. And I think this is a great finish to the trip. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.